What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of Screen Time.
Hell yeah.
I am your host, Tony. We got
Tony Montana.
Tony Montana, or Cousin Tony, as some people here may say.
Tam.
Shout out, Tam.
Shout out, Tam.
We got Main Magic Mike on the super producer switcher over there. What's up, dude? How are we feeling?
Dude, honestly, this is amazing. This right now, I manifested this.
All right, Drake.
No, I really did. Because I've been wanting you here in a big role for a while now.
Okay.
And here it is. It's like not only are you producing and helping and directing and coming up with content, but now you have your show.
Dude, I feel
something you're passionate about too.
Honestly, you brought me here. I'm not going to lie, dude.
Well, I think you brought it was a combo.
All right.
It was 50-50. You had to answer the call.
I like that.
If you didn't, you wouldn't be here.
You had to pick up the phone, Mike.
Facts.
Yes.
So tell these people what this show's about, though.
All right. So at this point, you might be asking yourself, what am I watching here? You know?
Yeah.
So we know that, this day and age, there's several streaming services, right? You got your television still with all the film and shows on it, and we want to help you, the viewer, because we at Downtime care about you, and we know how important your time is. We want to help you sift through all that bullshit and kind of
find the right show for you.
Find the right show.
Or movie.
Or movie, exactly. To kind of, prioritize your watching and help you out,
Yeah. I agree with that.
Beautiful. So we're going to start off hot at the gate.
Let's do it.
With arguably one of the hottest shows right now.
Definitely.
The Mandalorian.
Wow.
Now, whether you've been like a diehard Star Wars fan all your life, whether, you're older, like my parents' age, who've seen the films out.
In theaters.
Or you were alive, a kid during the new trilogy,
1, 2, and
3, or you're just getting into it now, everyone's loving the show.
Yeah.
It's a great show.
It is.
And we're talking major spoilers, so just warning you guys, if you haven't seen any of it,
sorry, tune out now.
watch all of it right now and then come back to me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's do season 2.
Well, let's just remember we would do quick key notes of the whole series.
Right. We're gonna recap.
until now.
Oh, you want to recap the whole series?
Just real quick, who's Mando? You know what I mean? Like if someone real quick doesn't know anything and they're like, fuck the spoilers, I don't care, I want to keep listening. A quick
recap of the whole series. Okay, so real quick, Mandalorian. Din is his name, which they really don't kind of cover.
They don't. I didn't know that until now.
They just call him Mando,
dude,
or Mandalorian.
I didn't know that till now,
dude.
Downtime
So anyway,
TV.
So he's a Mandalorian, which is a specific race.
Yeah. In
the Star Wars world,
right?
They're known for their combat skills, kind of like the Spartans, if you will, of the galaxy.
Yeah.
And we're kind of following one Mandalorian. It takes place right after Episode 6. So it's right after the Empire, the Death Star got blown up. So they're kind of dying, but they're trying to come back, sort of deal. It's also you kind of gotta feel it out, also, because I was kind of confused at first. They don't really lay it all out for you,
Yeah.
You're gonna have to feel at what point, because the Empire still seems to have some type of
power, yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah.
And they're just trying to come back, actually, and bring order back to the galaxy, as they say. So our main character, again, Mando, kind of gets this contract to get this being that he's not really sure what it is, this objective, right? And he finds out it was for the Empire he was hired for, right?
Mm-hmm. Initially. And he gets this being, right? And he figures out that it's this, I forget what race Yoda is. I know. I can look it up. You keep talking. Keep talking.
Dude. So he finds him, and he immediately has some type of connection. I feel like you see it, not necessarily in his face because he's wearing a helmet, but you see it in his body language. He has this connection because it's a kid, He's like, wow, what are they doing to this kid? Why do they want him so bad? And he ends up going against his creed and, doesn't deliver. He does the exact opposite, okay? He starts fighting the Empire. He takes the kid. And in the meantime, the Empire, they're getting bigger bounties on him now, on the Mandalorian.
And they're growing, too, on the back end. With
exactly.
They are those robot fucks.
Yeah, the Dark Troopers.
Dark Troopers.
So he's kind of going around, getting into adventures, side adventures sort of deal, but obviously the main plot is for him to keep Baby Yoda, at this point, safe and kind of figure out where he can bring him. Eventually, he gets tasked by the Mandalorians, by his group of Mandalorians, a specific group, right? That elite to kind of return Baby Yoda to the Jedi, essentially.
And Baby Yoda, by the way, Yoda's species, I looked it up. It's unknown.
Unknown?
It's unknown.
It is unknown.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Whoa. That's how badass that species is.
Maybe we'll find out, dude. Well, anyway, and obviously as the first season goes by, you get some backstory on the Mandalorian, you know. He was essentially saved by the Mandalorian, so he wasn't born into any guild or anything like that. But he was saved. His parents were killed. The Empire were like seizing some planet. Was it Tatooine? It might have been. I don't remember. But yeah, so he gets brought into the Mandalorians, gets raised as one. And that guild he's in, again, is kind of like, you know, we learn about the Mandalorian and the war with the Jedi and how they kind of split even sort of deal. And there's almost different guilds within Mandalore, right?
Yeah.
So then season 2 came out. Big season.
Which is better than the first.
Okay, I guess you can say that if you want. I mean, all right. So this season was all about Grogu, right? We find out Baby Yoda's name. His name is Grogu. We had a nice backstory on him. And they actually tie it into the prequel trilogy. How he was around in episode 3, right?
He was getting trained in the temple.
Getting trained in the temple in Coruscant. And then obviously Order 66 hit, and they hid him. So again, we don't really know, though, like at what point, like what the Empire want from him.
Right. At that point.
There's a lot of speculation. Well, even now.
They want his blood.
They want his blood, is what we know now. But still, there's speculation of what are they doing with his blood.
Well, I would speculate, since there have been the Clone Wars, they might be creating a clone and make a dark Jedi.
I'm thinking like
a Sith, a badass Sith with his bloodline and his being unknown.
Well, as we're doing speculations, Mike, I would say that they do want his blood for his midichlorian count, right? But I think because we do see some type of things they're creating, right, in this season when they go into like that mining facility,
with
whatever.
That geek with the 4 eyes.
Yeah, dude, that geek. No, I think it was before that episode, actually.
Well, no, isn't that scientist like a part of that? He like helped him at the end. He helped Mando at the.
Oh no, at the end, yeah. I'm talking the episode before that. They went to that mining facility,
right?
And then you saw those guys like trying to delete their hard drives or whatever, and they killed both those Empire dudes, and they were like these beings in tubes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm telling you,
I'm thinking it's like a Snoke sort of deal. Like they're trying to build Snoke. Because obviously, like, I mean, we know what happens after the Mandalorian. Like, you know, episodes 7, 8, 9 come out. Obviously, we know what's going to go down.
But do we know what's going to happen in 10, 11, and 12? That's the real question.
No, we don't, because it's not out yet, Mike.
Yeah, but what if when it comes out, it's tied back to evil Yoda, Baby Yoda, versus godly, awesome, cute, fuzzy Baby Yoda.
You're running with this evil Yoda thing?
I just think they're going to do something. I feel like the fans love Baby Yoda so much that they're now forced financially. They're persuaded by the financial route to maybe on the back end pull out. I don't know if they were going to continue doing 10, 11, 12. I just pulled that out of my sack of tricks.
It's a sack
because I'm a magician. I'm a magician over here.
Main magic, Mike. But I mean, I can see what you're going with, but the only thing
and then bring back my man.
So, but you're telling me like that's actually a point I wanted to make. At this point, because what we do see at the end of season 2 is that Luke comes and grabs Grogu, right? Oh, amazing scene, dude. It was kind of like I
almost cried. Remember?
Honestly,
when he took the mask off.
Oh, his hood off. Oh, you mean Mando?
Yeah, I almost cried, dude. I told you I was getting emotional.
Another point I want to make, but we'll get back to that.
Thank you.
So Luke came and it almost like mirrored in Rogue One. Mike, you've seen Rogue One, right?
Yes, it was okay though.
Remember in the end, that's like leading up essentially to Episode 4.
Yeah.
Where Darth Vader gets into the transport and he starts fucking up rebels.
Yeah.
That literally, like, the scene I saw with the Luke fucking up stormtroopers is what I was immediately thought in my head.
Quick question back to you, real
Father,
quick.
son, what's up?
Is that maybe not the best lightsaber duel we've seen in a while? Like lightsaber, not duel, I should say. I'm sorry.
Like
sesh
interaction.
Yeah.
I would say for sure, dude.
It's been a while.
Ahsoka was pretty good in season 2, honestly.
Oh, that was epic.
But that was epic. But I mean, seeing Luke, dude.
And Mando, would you say that Mando has completely destroyed like 7, 8, and 9 in terms of popularity and awesomeness? to all viewers.
I would say at this
across
point,
the board.
I try not to read too much, honestly, about the show because I like to kind of maintain my own opinion. And a lot of people just hate on Star Wars all the time. Like,
always
nitpicky things.
Yeah,
and I'm just like sitting here like glad they're getting made.
Me too.
Like I really am, dude.
Me too.
And it's like, but no, I would agree with that. Honestly, I feel like people haven't been complaining about Mandalorian. It was hyped up, and it's been delivering
every episode.
Like no doubt, delivering.
Game of Thrones season 1-esque.
Exactly, dude. Seasons 1 through 5, 4. Yeah. So, where were we talking about?
Well, we're gonna
right?
Yeah, Luke comes in.
So he comes in, and I actually wanted to make another point about the CGI they've been doing, which I feel like the CGI in Star Wars specifically has been just like groundbreaking. I feel
every generation, right? Because even with George Lucas back when he did it before, like I'm not saying that was CGI, but
but
whatever.
The effects, dude. I mean, we're talking George Lucas, had his team build shit.
And Mando's built differently. They filmed this differently. This is like a different type of filming. Right?
Yeah, you know more about that than I haven't dwelled into the behind the scenes.
And I'm not a professional. I'm
the opposite.
Literally, I'm just like I watched it one time, but what I saw is they're filming in essentially a huge LED. Like there's mad LED screens around them, and they get submersed in this world, and they're using gaming technology to create the world in the gaming technology world, right? Mm-hmm. And they're filming actually in that world. If that makes sense. I'm pretty sure I got that right, and let me know. I could be wrong. I watched it one time. I'm literally letting you guys know. It sounds crazy, but that's the technology crazy. And it's like one of a kind, apparently. Like this is a one of a kind. This is the first of like that's ever been done, and apparently it's gonna like transcend how we film.
Jeez, dude. So how could you hate this show?
Yeah, exactly.
Groundbreaking,
literally.
But no, yeah. So the CGI, like again, going back to Rogue One. I mean, we saw a young Princess Leia, like a young Grand Moff Tarkin, which was just like, you could tell, like, obviously, it's not real, but the CGI is like amazing.
Yeah. What do you want?
Exactly. What do you want? They're creating fake people.
Yeah, and they're using audio, bro. We're editors.
Yeah,
we know what the deal is.
Oh yeah, they're using outtakes
from the past. Yes,
like from the older movie, like Grand Moff Tarkin, for example.
Grand Moff Tarkin. I love how you say that
Grand
so
Moff
well.
Tarkin. I'm saying it right, I think.
No, you. I just literally said I love how you say it so well. So
all right.
I'm not an expert.
So outtakes of the audio, dude.
It's crazy.
Dude, how crazy. They're splicing together outtakes.
That's going above and beyond for you fans that hate on it.
77. Yeah, really. But yeah, and we see it again with Luke, and he was just looking. I don't know. I'm sure, obviously, like, Mark Hamill's still alive, so he could have voiced it. I'm not sure.
I don't know if it looked like it, though.
I knew it was him. It looked exactly like him, dude.
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah. I liked it.
Me too. I do.
The CGI. It's a great idea, I think.
It is. I'm with you, but I'm just saying. I feel like I don't know. I'm curious. That would be a great. Let us know, guys, if you find out if it was actually Mark Hamill that did that voiceover and they like made him young again in the voice. Let us know. We don't know, so we're okay with that. We're real here.
I like it. What else we got? Obviously, again, like they were paying homage to the original trilogy with this last episode.
Tell them why.
Again, we get Luke in there. Obviously, he was part of the original trilogy, but then we get the OG theme music coming in as he's ripping through stormtroopers. And I feel like every movie has always ended in a nice wide shot of all the main characters celebrating or even like in episode 5, it was a wide shot of like Luke and Leia like depressed, in their ship. And that's again what we saw. We saw a nice wide shot of everyone on the bridge right after Luke takes Grogu, and I was just in my head, I was thinking like OG trilogy. And that's what the people want. I feel like that's what Star Wars fans want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, they do. I think, and that's why I want, dude, and that's why, that's why my mind is like, I want Mace Windu to have survived. Remember we were talking about this the other day. Mm-hmm. I want Mace Windu to have survived episode 3 and become a gray Jedi and then be a part of this like secret uprising, Jedi uprising that comes and now what would be 10, 11, and 12. You know what I mean? I think to save it for you fucking loser fans out there that hate on this whole, who love Star Wars so much, but then hate on it so much, I think that could make them shut up. Something cool, like something out of nowhere where it's so goddamn creative and it ties back to everything, and it's like really ended on a high note, essentially, is what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna really wrap this world, this part of that galaxy, and like you're gonna go to another time frame, maybe in the future or whatever, I feel like they should wrap it up the right way and do something crazy and super creative. Which with Mando, who knows, that could bring that.
I mean, they've been, honestly, like, I never expected Luke to show up.
Me either. That was epic.
But that Solo X-Wing came in, and it was just like, dude.
Who is that? Oh, we thought it was, what's her name?
Huh? What?
We thought it was Anakin.
Oh, Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, for a second, it was like, oh, Ahsoka's probably dealing with the rebels now.
But
anyway.
then, no, she's not that powerful with the
black
Force.
Hood. And so that hilt come out and that green saber show up. Oh, my God, dude.
Got a little stiffy.
It's like a half chub. Dude, it's great.
Respect.
Love it. Dude, Boba Fett. Almost didn't even talk about Boba Fett.
Wow. Great appearance.
Great appearance, dude. I love how they're tying him in. Obviously, you kind of knew they were kind of foreshadowing him. Obviously, because the very first episode of season 2, we run into a man who had his armor, and Mando gets it back. So you're like, at some point, like there's gonna be Boba Fett rolling in, grabbing his armor, and he did.
Yeah.
And then they buffed it out too. He comes in the next episode with a nice, clean, fresh armor.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, it was so good. And I really think, like, honestly,
that just shows the Mando code, though.
Exactly.
Right.
I understand too. People have been like huge Fett fans. All right. Like, obviously the Mandalorian, the whole backstory of Mandalore and the Mandalorians is dope. But personally, I thought the Fetts were so overrated
in the past.
In the trilogies, yeah. In the prequel trilogy and the main trilogy, because they they
cloned him though.
Right, he's a clone.
He's the one that got cloned though.
Boba Fett is the clone, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's so elite,
son. Yeah.
Right? Jango, but he's I guess his only real son, whatever.
Right.
But you got to pay credit. Like, they could have cloned anyone.
Right.
But they chose him because he's like that elite.
Right. But see, that's what I mean though. They talk about how elite he is, and then like. It gets killed kind of in a bogus way, dude.
Yeah, no, that was, no, I know.
Kind of in a whack way. And then even Boba Fett, too, in the original trilogy, gets, like, accidentally hit in the back, and his jetpack gets, into the Sarlacc pit. Like, what is that, dude? What kind of elite warrior is that?
You're right.
On that note, though, in The Mandalorian, they are, I think, redeeming him,
They did.
He's obviously badass, dude.
Maybe he was old.
Huh?
Maybe he was younger then.
He was young in the original.
Damn, that's true.
But they're redeeming.
All right. The original trilogy, like, they had some high moments and they had some low moments, and that was one of those low moments. Like, they didn't do justice to him. It should have been like an epic duel. Like the Mandalorians and the Jedi are the most elite fighters,
right?
And especially when you have what is it, Asgard? What is it? Asgard? What is it? The metal?
Oh, Beskar.
Beskar. I said Asgard. I'm thinking Thor.
Yeah, dude.
Beskar, especially when you have that, you saw it could withstand the lightsaber. So should have been more of a crazy duel.
I know it really should have been, but whatever. Like I said, they're redeeming him.
Yeah,
and I got no complaints. Literally no complaints about this show.
No, I mean, it's been epic.
Yeah, I'd say 5 out of 5 so far.
Like, people who don't know Star Wars can watch this show.
Right.
And be like, holy fudge balls, I need to go watch all the rest of the Star Wars shit.
Yeah.
Now.
And then people who have watched Star Wars can be like, holy fudge balls, this makes everything so much better.
Facts.
Yeah, dude. Like, they're killing it. They're killing it.
They are.
So on that note, we're going to take a quick break.
Yes.
But we're going to come back here with my very good friend Jay Bird, and we're going to be talking some Queen's Gambit in studio, not anywhere else.
He's not Zooming.
He's in studio.
This is not a Zoom.
No. So we're going to be talking some Queen's Gambit and top 5 holiday movies. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, Pete.
Hey, que tú sabes, tú comprendes,
Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, Tony. We still got Main Magic Mike, super producer over there on the board, and we are also here with my very good friend Jay Bird.
What's up? Good to be here.
Feeling fine today?
I'm feeling great, dude.
Love to hear it.
Feeling great.
Love to hear it.
I don't know anything about what we're going to talk about, so that's why he's here.
Exactly. Yeah, Mike knows nothing as usual. Whatever.
And I think he might be a co-host soon.
Ooh.
TBD.
TBD. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, we'll see
The
how he
deals
does,
and the talks.
No
Yeah,
pressure.
exactly.
Though. No
We're
pressure.
working out the
Jay.
kinks in the deal.
Yeah.
Dude. So anyway,
Yeah.
we're here talking Queen's Gambit, Netflix original. It's been top 10, right, in the USA for a while now.
I would say so. I think it's still up there, too.
It's still there, yeah, for sure. I just started watching it on episode 5 now. Phenomenal show. Jay, I know, has finished the series.
Watched all 7.
Again, we're going to have some spoilers. He's got spoilers for me. I don't care because I'm committed to the podcast, guys.
That's right.
Committed to
Spoil
Downtime.
whatever I'm talking about it still.
Yeah.
Commitment.
He's willing to be spoiled
Fucking signing
now.
the waivers, baby. I'm
Yeah.
in. I'm in. So Queen's Gambit, right?
Yeah, Queen's
Great
Gambit.
show. Putting chess on the map, I feel.
Oh, no. Everyone's buying chessboards.
Right, dude?
Like, we started playing at my house. It's awesome.
At our house.
Our house, yeah.
Jay's
We
my
live together.
housemate. He's a pretty good housemate. It's all right.
Cool.
It's all right.
all right.
So anyway, right, so putting chess on the map. It's also not really just about chess, as Mike Theophil was yelling at me about earlier today. Why would I want to watch that? Why would I want to chess? So checkmate. Oh. It's not just about chess.
But you know what?
Okay.
And first of all, I do not sound like a disgruntled 80-year-old who's got a lot of pill intake and he's just really mad. His family doesn't see him in the home. He's just angry. That's what you just sounded like.
Yeah, no, that's you. You pretty much should describe yourself. Just right there, dude.
Wow.
Ooh.
Ooh. Anyway, what I'm saying is when you see Queen's Gambit, right? And then you see the trailer and then you see people start playing chess and posting on their Instagram stories and shit. It's like, Queen's Gambit. It's like, all right, well, this is clearly about just chess, and I'm a professional chess player. If you want to come at me, come here. We'll play chess.
Oh, wow.
I'll teach you a lesson. But that's not the point. Neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, I didn't sound like that. I'm open to it. It's clearly top 10 for a reason. I'm sure there's a great story, but it didn't attract my eye. I'm a sci-fi fantasy guy at heart, first and foremost, and that's what I gravitate towards, not chess.
I don't know. I think Mike's just putting on some show. Okay, it was totally different from what he told me earlier.
I thought the story was great, Tony.
Story is great, okay? And it takes place kind of like in the early 50s, 60s. I don't know how far it goes because I haven't finished it.
You get a real retro vibe from it.
Very nice retro vibe. But it opens up. I'm going to take you back to some nice, film 101 class. Okay, I'm going to hit you with a term
Is
right
this
now.
undergrad or master's?
Undergrad.
Okay.
Yeah, film 101, undergrad. Hit you with a term called in medias res. Okay?
Sounds
It is a Latin term which translates literally
Talk dirty to me.
as in the midst of things, meaning they open up the show and we see this woman, right? She's like popping pills, drinking. She had a sick party last night. She's like, oh shit, I'm late for something.
Yeah, you don't know what it
Naked
is
guy
yet.
in the bed. She's getting dressed. All of a sudden, she sits down at the chess table playing some guy, and then boom, flashback, dude.
Flashback right to her in her orphanage, correct?
Does it go to the orphanage right away, or does it start with the car crash?
It might start with
I think it starts
with her mother
with her in the car.
In the car.
Right. It starts with her in the car as a baby. The first thing we know is she got into a car accident. She was left alive. You're assuming the mother or the parents, actually in general, are dead at this point. And then you later find out that the mom was actually like some type of like PhD professor, right, in mathematics.
Yeah, she went a little crazy.
She went a little like she's obviously a very smart woman, so
Yeah,
we understand why she's going to be good at chess and why she's smart, right? Because it came from her lineage. It seems like the dad you also kind of figure out was, I was assuming, also a professor.
You don't really figure that out.
You don't really. I'm just
You don't figure out who the
speculating, I
dad
guess.
is. You really see who the mom is, though.
Right, but she obviously like super smart woman, and then like something cracked in her. She lost something, and then she just went like totally nuts. Dad want nothing to do with her at that point because she was nuts, and then she was suicidal. You see, like,
Yeah, the mom.
in a few scenes, like, the mom had, like, scars on her wrists, which obviously, like, she tried to kill herself. And then she eventually did kill herself, trying to, I guess, kill her daughter as well in the car crash.
Yeah.
You kind of figure out that she purposefully crashed
I don't know,
the car.
but in the later episodes, you see another flashback of her, the mom, driving up to some house, right, with the lady with the girl in the back seat, right? She's really young at this point. And she goes and knocks on this door, and this guy comes out. He's all mad. He's like, what the hell are you doing here? And you find out that is the kid's dad. And he had wanted nothing to do with the kid. Like, he has a whole other family.
Oh, so like from the get-go, he wanted nothing to do with it?
Exactly, yeah.
But it was the same guy from the flashback originally when you see the kid and the mom in like the trailer park?
Exactly.
It was the same guy?
Same dad.
Okay, interesting.
But he like abandons them, essentially.
That's kind of fucked up.
Because the mom goes crazy. So, anyway.
She's left. She's parentless,
orphanage,
and it kind of at that point you kind of dive into how like almost like corrupt and messed up these orphanages were back in the day, back in the 60s,
right?
Yeah, late 50s, 60. That they're literally like giving these kids pills to like chill.
Yeah.
But it's like they're calling them tranquilizers. You don't really know exactly what they are.
Take one for your brain and one to focus.
Right.
Something like that.
And they call them vitamins.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, it was crazy.
Like how fucked is that?
Yeah, and then some you see like in the show, like some girls take the ones that make you chill and like hide them.
Yeah.
And they take a bunch at the same time.
And they leave them for later. Yeah, dude. They take exactly. Take a whole bunch.
Making drug addicts right there.
So that again now ties back to the beginning of the first episode where you see her popping a pill. And you realize she became addicted to this drug, and it actually helps her focus and play chess.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
And then how she gets into chess is even crazier because
with the custodian.
She stumbles upon a custodian just like playing chess against himself, which is hard to do nonetheless.
I've tried to do it so much, and I can't, dude.
It's impossible
because I know what I'm thinking.
We're not smart enough.
I know. I guess
Definitely
maybe not. I have to like separate myself within myself and play myself.
I have to have two streams of thought going.
Yeah,
and we're not smart.
Because I know what I am doing, and I'm my own opponent. So it's like I'm gonna try and beat myself.
No. So anyway, this guy's really smart and teaches her how to play chess, and she's obsessed. Like super obsessed to the point where you think she like in the show like she has like social issues, but you find out later that she really doesn't.
Right.
Like I kind of thought like we were gonna get like a kind of like Rain Man kind of feel to the character.
Okay, interesting. Oh,
I thought she was going to be awkward throughout the whole show.
Right.
I thought they were going to add like some kind of humor maybe, but I didn't think she would be like.
No, yeah.
You find out later she like is totally normal person who just loves chess.
Right, and it's funny because you kind of see that in the first couple episodes where she's not really jiving with the in crowd, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like they invite her to a party, they're listening to music and dancing, and she's like, "I want to leave. I don't like this at all.
I want to
get the hell out of here." And she does.
I want to go play chess.
That was hilarious. She just left the room, the house, and went home. And didn't say anything to anyone.
Oh, and then you meet that same girl who like invited her to the party. Like 2 years later, when she was like famous and like she has all these deals with Time magazine and everything, and this lady is like pushing around a carriage, and she's like, "Oh yeah, my days usually I take care of the kid and then I like drink wine the rest of my night."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, that sounds so sad compared to what was her name in the movie in the show?
The main character?
Yeah, do you remember?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Shit.
Hold on.
Wow.
That's not good.
It's not good at all.
It's been a couple days since I've watched it.
She's gorgeous, by the way.
The actress is good, yes. She's a very good actress, a very
pretty.
attractive actress. Elizabeth, right.
What's the actress's name?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
3 names. Interesting.
Never heard of her. I don't know if she was from anything ever.
Okay, so she learns chess from the janitor,
right,
Elizabeth, and she gets really good. She goes and like starts playing multiple people at a time and like crushing them. And then, what part have you watched up to?
So episode 4, the end is when, again, like going with the times, like Russia is like huge in everything. They're
kind of like the midst of the Cold War, right?
Exactly. They're like pumping out athletes and apparently chess players as well, which is like accurate. Russia was the country to beat in terms of chess competitions. So she's in, I guess, is it the U.S. Open?
Yes.
She's in Vegas, right? She's in the U.S. Open, and she loses to the Russian guy, which I'm assuming is going to be just one of many or a few times she plays him.
She plays him 3 times.
Okay, so she loses the first time. She's fucking so down on herself, and then she gets back to her room, and her stepmom or her orphanage mom,
no, it's her stepmom.
Right?
Her stepmom
is like dead in the bed. She finds her dead.
Yeah.
Right. Which I guess to kind of piggyback off of what you were saying about like her high school friend, whatever, that girl who invited her to the party. It kind of like sheds light onto, I guess, like the housewife sort of lifestyle that women had back then.
It was kind of like you were the housewife and that was it.
And that
like,
was
you
it.
didn't have any other hobbies.
No.
You couldn't.
And
that poor woman like was great at piano.
Yeah.
And no one knew.
Yeah.
Because she was a housewife who just drank wine all day.
And even like Beth at that point, like they were like, women don't play chess. Like,
yeah.
Why are you playing chess? You know, which is pretty crazy to think about. Because it's not really that like long ago. We're talking like 40 years, maybe. You know, and obviously it seems to lead housewives to drink. You know, because this woman, the stepmom, had like a clear alcohol abuse problem. She was always very sick because of it, and it eventually led to her dying. Of who knows what. I don't know if you find out what.
You don't find out.
It could be liver failure.
They really just say it's like complications.
Complications. Yeah.
It was pretty broad.
So pretty downer is what I'm left on right now.
After Tony, like pick off with that, right? She dies. The lady dies, and you know how like that husband abandoned the mom essentially.
Oh,
and,
right.
Like, it was just like Beth and the mom going and traveling to all these events. Well, anyway, she gets a phone call, or she calls the husband. And he's like, you can have the house. So Beth gets this sick house. And then she goes on to meet this other guy that she played in the U.S. Open, Benny.
Okay.
You know, the tall, like he's like this tall, skinny white guy with like a really creepy mustache.
Not like Tony.
Not like Tony's. Not at all, dude.
Oh, dude, and he was the actor was in Game of Thrones, right? That guy?
Yeah.
The Texas guy.
Yes.
Or I don't know if he is actually from Texas, but he's wearing a cowboy hat.
The character's name's Benny.
How is a Texas guy in Game of Thrones?
No. The actor, Benny Watts, I think, is the actor. No, Benny is this. Yeah,
Benny's the name of the character, and he's from Texas.
Yeah,
and he's like
the character is. Yeah, but the actor was in Game of Thrones. He's probably English, I would assume.
So, dude,
good actor.
Continue.
Great actor, dude. So the next episode consists of Benny and her having like this, like kind of like friendship / love affair. You know, you sense a little tension between the two.
Yeah, for sure.
But the real motive is to like train her to beat Borgov.
Right.
So Benny like takes her like to his New York City apartment, which is like, it's like a pretty dingy place. Like it's pretty funny. Like it's like, you know how like those brownstone walk-ups, like they pull up, right, and then she walks up the stairs, and like Benny's apartment's like down in the basement. Oh. And he's like, no, I live down here. And she's like, oh. And
That's
anyway,
so funny.
yeah, they like literally spend days just like teaching each other like how to beat this Russian guy. And then she ends up, and then she goes to another tournament, ends up playing like this other Russian kid. And the Russians have this weird thing in the show where like they fix their pieces, and it's like real OCD, and I didn't really like it. But like they literally touch every piece before they start the game.
That's weird.
It was weird, definitely odd.
You're talking about the little kid that she played? That was in episode 4.
Oh, that was in episode 4?
Yeah, and he was like, I like drive-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, do you know Elizabeth Taylor?
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, drive-ins? Yes, that would be cool.
That'd be cool if I could go to one.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, never mind then. It wasn't that. So they're teaching each other, and like they meet a bunch of like, by the way. So she meets this girl. It's like a French girl. She's like a model.
Nice.
Right? And this French girl is like a real free.
Nice.
She's like free. She's into free love, you know, like she like hooks up with guys like 2 at a time, like hooks up with girls, you know, 2 at a time. And it's real racy for like the 1950s, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, like Benny introduces it to her, and then she's at, you know how the show opens, like where she's like taking like a bunch of pills and she's in the shower and everything. And you said there's a guy in the bed. It's not actually a guy.
Oh, it's a girl?
It's that girl.
It's that girl?
Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah. And like so essentially the girl calls her up the night before like the match like against Borgov. The second time she plays him.
Okay.
Or it might be the first. No, it's the first time she plays him, right? And she goes, just come have one drink with me. And she's like, no, I can't. I really have to study. And she's like, come on, one drink. It's like classic like peer pressure, right? And then anyway, she shows up. They have way more than a couple drinks, and then they end up sleeping together.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah. And then she has to like wake up and like go down and try to beat Borgov, but she loses. And then the 7th episode, more people get involved.
More people in the last episode?
Yeah, like more people come back.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Oh, so she goes into like this depressive state, right? She goes back to her house that she just got from that guy, and she has basically like a 3-day bender. Like takes the phone off the hook, you know,
Nice, dude.
and just goes in. Like she's like smoking joints, she's drinking anything she can get her hands on, because at this point she's like a full-blown alcoholic.
I've always wanted to try that. Not the full-blown alcoholic, but like the phone off the hook.
Phone off the hook bender.
Bender, you know?
Just like don't call me.
Yeah,
baby.
right? Like no contact. Like maybe a couple guys in the house. Maybe I don't want to be alone, but like just, you know, like 3-4 days. Just
It'd be fun.
Not leaving the house, you know?
I would have a great
Just
time.
dying?
No. I mean,
No, not
afterwards,
dying.
obviously you detox hard after, Mike. So
Oh, okay.
you flush all that out. But like you're like 4 days, like just straight, you know, drinking and partying and drugs and pizza every meal.
She did have a lot of. She did order pizza.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Let's go.
Wow.
So anyway,
dude.
she
Yeah,
she ends it
dude.
with like she hits her head, right, and she gets like this epiphany, like I gotta fucking like step on my game, like
shit.
and she gets like all these other guys like from her past, that like the chess past, to like come and like help her out, and like they all get together and like come up with a plan to beat this Borgov guy.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then there's like she's getting sponsors to like go over to Russia to play Borgov, like beat him, right? And they get like they have like it's like it's a religious like kind of Christianity group that like sponsors her,
Okay, interesting.
and they want her to go over there to fight for God. Like that's the message she's trying to send. Like
Wow.
they want her to send, right?
I like this.
And like,
I might go watch this now.
dude, it gets real into it. It gets really, really, really fun.
So she beat him in the end, or what? She goes there. Like,
She
her
goes-
him in the arm.
She
religious
goes.
group.
She goes there with like a CIA agent who's like
Sorry.
protecting her, right?
Right.
And everyone catches on. Like, oh, Elizabeth is here. Like, and like all the Russians are like becoming fans of her and everything. And like,
No shit. So it's like straight Rocky.
Sounds like
4.
fucking Rocky
Rocky
4.
IV,
Yeah, what the
right?
fudge?
100%.
They stole this
she's
script.
over
Well, because
there.
the Soviets are bad.
Yeah.
Like even the Russians think the Soviets are bad. Even the Russians.
No,
Das Vidanya.
Das Vidanya will take you to another place.
I must break you. So anyway, what?
Sorry.
So yeah, she gets over to Russia, right?
Right.
And she's like playing all these like high level grandmasters in chess, right?
Yes, dude.
And like all these people are like amazed by how quick she can beat these grandmasters. And Borgov and like this other grandmaster like get together because like so Elizabeth playing this one grandmaster before she plays Borgov, the last guy, the evil Russian guy.
Is this like in a tournament at this point, or is
Yeah,
it
this
just
is
one?
like-
Oh, this
this
is
is
another
a- this is
tournament.
another tournament.
Okay,
This
okay.
is like
so she's
world-
going through the people.
This is
the
the
world
tournament,
championship.
Tony.
The tournament. Like this is ending the show, right?
Come on.
Okay.
It's episode 7, bro. What do you think it is, the first tournament ever?
World Championships.
I wasn't sure if it was like a straight up like one-on-one match, or if they were going through a tournament. You know?
World Championships, right?
Come on, dude.
Like, come
So,
on.
World
I understand
Championship.
the season.
Essentially, like when you're playing a high level chess game like that, you can choose to like call a timeout.
Okay.
So this guy, big curly hair, like huge unkept beard, like really like smart looking man, is like really upset that like he can't beat this girl. So he like goes and talks to Borgov. He's like, "Listen, you got to help me."
Whoa.
And like they're like during this timeout, they're like strategizing, and like Elizabeth goes and sees this happening, and she's like, "Oh, they're scared. Like I'm gonna fucking like jam, I'm gonna kill this guy." Right?
Nice.
Beats him in 2 moves.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nice,
Murders
dude.
it. And she goes on to play Borgov, right? And Borgov does the same thing, calls a timeout.
Whoa.
He wants to like do this another time, right? She comes back, and he's like so scared that he's gonna lose. He's like, "I request a draw."
Right, and she's like, no.
She's like, "No."
Yeah, no. Fuck that.
And then like you hear the announcers like, "Oh, Borgov's endgame's like the best in the biz," like, and you're all scared for Elizabeth. Then she comes out, fucking beats him. He like gives her like Borgov like comes and like gives her a nice big hug, but it wasn't like there's no creepiness to it. It was like a brotherly hug, you know.
Okay.
It was like, "I'm really proud of you," kind of hug.
You got me.
Yeah, you got me. Like no one's ever done
Respect.
that before.
Right.
Respect.
I will say,
Especially
like,
to a girl.
Right.
Right in that time.
no,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
And I will say, like, the first like few episodes episode 4, I think, the last one I watched is when you first see Borgov,
Yeah.
and like they kind of show a more like sensitive side of him in the terms of like it's like it's like they're looking at like his group and it's like that's Borgov, like that's like his buddy, and then the rest of the guys are like KGB, making sure he's not running.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, like so this guy like probably is kind of like a nice normal guy, but he's just unfortunately
From
in
Russia.
the Soviet Union, and they're like, you're good at chess, we need you, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how like Russia treated a lot of their like celebrities or sports
Right.
athletes, you know.
All those
Exactly.
communist countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they probably threatened them because obviously Russia was doing some sketchy shit, and they wouldn't want
Sounds
their
like
top
another
chess
country.
player being like, "Oh, I gotta leave."
Sound-
We don't get political here.
No. I'm just. I'm not saying.
we're not
I'm not going to say
screen
what the
time,
country
dude.
is, but it sounds like a country.
Wait, Downtime TV is not like a political.
No, we stay out of that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Podcast?
Nobody wants to hear about that.
No.
Right?
Yeah, no, it's not that fun.
No, it's not. I'm just saying it
Usually-
sounds like there's a country out that sounds similar to a country out there. I'm not going to name. You go do the research.
Okay.
That's okay.
Wow.
All right, word.
That's fine.
We're leaving it to you guys
Yes.
to do the research. 'Cause
We're
we're not
just-
doing research. I
Yeah.
hate doing research.
Tony doesn't do research.
So like in summation,
He sits
like,
and watches Queen's Gambit.
In summation, Michael.
I think Mike should watch Queen's Gambit.
think
I'm
he should
going
too.
to now.
and I definitely think Tony should finish it.
Dude, rip through the first 4 episodes, and then you and I can watch together. 5, 6, 7.
Date.
It doesn't have to be a date.
That sounds like
It
a
can be
cute
totally
DAT.
platonic. I mean,
we could order some Chinese food. You know.
Sounds like a
yo, I can order some Chinese food. All right, so moving on from Queen's Gambit.
Yes. This is
actually, I
epic.
do have a little stat here for Queen's Gambit from our super producer Mike.
You're welcome. Do you like
Okay,
that?
I do. I love
What's
it.
the
dude.
stat?
Isn't that
That's
great?
why we keep you around.
Thank
dude.
you.
Queen's
Oh.
Gambit 1, filmed in Germany,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
Because I was wondering, I when you guys were talking about how cool the scenery and how they made you feel like it was like back in the past, I was just curious.
So
hey,
the whole thing was filmed in Germany,
Yeah.
honestly, because they do a good job in painting like 50s America, honestly,
Yeah,
in the first
true.
couple episodes.
Yeah.
Like your typical like nice street with all the same like kind of ish houses, like nice neighbors. Everyone's walking to school at the same time, you know,
Like the same way too.
the same
Yeah.
way. Yeah,
That's kinda
Everyone's-
weird.
it's like
yeah, it's
probably
like kind of similar to a communist country.
because there's
Yeah.
probably like one, you know, school at that point. You know, it's like
True.
everyone's going to the same school.
Yeah, sure.
Also, it's record setting, apparently. According to Mike, a record setting 62 million households chose to watch Queen's Gambit in the first 28 days, making it Netflix's biggest scripted limited series to date.
That's crazy.
That
I
is
know.
crazy, right?
You're welcome.
I was actually a little sad to like realize it was a limited series.
No,
Wow.
but I dug
kinda-
deep. Listen, I
feel
dug
like
deep.
That's
Hold
how
on.
it should be.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
no, true.
I dug deep,
I don't want them to
and
drag it out.
Mike likes to dig deep.
I dug deep. Charged the battery pack. My cam might go out soon.
Your cam? Oh shit, dude.
But
Sorry.
Womp womp.
no, it's okay. And but I dug deep, and there is rumors that there could be another season. Don't know details. Don't know nothing about it. It just there's a potential of another season.
Well, it's obviously big enough.
I would like
Right.
a board
Guys,
golf.
we know money talks.
Money,
Money talk.
baby. So moving on from Queen's Gambit, we got one more
Yes.
little topic for you today.
Because this is gonna come out around the holidays.
It is. It's around the holidays right now.
Yeah. We are in the
December.
midst.
Dude,
Happy holiday
honestly,
Downtime TV.
Happy holidays. Happy
dude.
holidays.
Really
Happy
sneaking up on us, I
holidays.
feel.
Always.
Happy holidays.
To you.
And America at Christmas. Happy holidays to you.
That's right, people. For just $10 a month, you can have Mike Theophil serenade you. Okay?
Yeah, that's Mike Theophil on.
I don't do that often.
Mike C. Theophil?
Yeah, that's my professional name. When I thought I was professional, I added the C.
Little MC dude?
That's funny.
So anyway, if you
Get to
couldn't
it.
guess, holidays are coming up, and we're gonna be talking our top 5 holiday movies. Obviously, ooh, my bad, guys.
That's near and dear to my
Hit
heart.
the mic, dude. Well, anyway, so Jay's our guest here, so I'm gonna have him go first. Jay, do you have your picks?
Yeah, I got my
I didn't
picks.
even ask, actually.
They're up in my head.
Good, they're in his head. So Jay, what do you got? Top 5? Not in any necessarily like best to
I'm
greatest
gonna go
order, just top 5.
Just
in general.
top 5 in general.
Yeah. You can say which one is your favorite, of
So
course.
I'm gonna go personally. My favorite is the Polar Express
Okay.
because it's just quintessential feels about Christmas.
Of course, dude.
You know, just from the start where you get the train rolling up and the kids in his PJs, and it just reminds me of Christmas night. You know,
Yeah.
and it's perfect. The hot chocolate part.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Hot chocolate. That's my favorite part about it.
That is a great part. Tom Hanks, obviously.
Tom Hanks plays like every role in that movie.
Plays Santa, plays the conductor, plays the ghost on top of the train.
Isn't his face like CGI to be like the young kids too? Like, isn't that technically Tom Hanks?
I don't know. Is he the young kids too?
I don't know. I kind of made that up.
Well,
Anyway.
we'll have Mike look into it, right?
Tom Hanks is
Mike
all over
likes
that
to dig
movie.
deep. Tom Hanks is all over it. And when Tom Hanks is all over it, like, what can go wrong? You know? All right, what are your other 4?
Oh, I thought we were doing like a round robin thing.
Oh, you want to do one on each? No, dude, give me your next 4.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
My next one.
A round robin thing. What do you think this is, dude?
Sorry, dude. I thought this.
We're fucking pros here, dude. Round robin.
Sorry. All right. Jeez. My next one is gonna have to be A Christmas Story.
Okay.
Instant classic. My mom always loved it when I was growing up, and it was always on like 24/7 during the Christmas time. You know, especially on Christmas.
Yeah, for sure.
Like AMC runs that like 24 hours of Christmas special
Yeah.
where it's like A Christmas Story over and over again.
yeah.
You know, the Red Rider BB gun, like I triple dogged area.
All right, the lamp.
It's a great
The
one.
leg lamp.
You know, Michael K's never seen that.
Fragile.
Never heard of it.
Must be
Fragile,
Italian.
right? Yeah. That one hits home.
What's my another one? I really enjoy A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Christmas.
Now-
arguable.
Right.
arguable-
I was gonna say
Arguably
it seems
a
more
Christmas
Halloween.
movie.
I mean, it's got Christmas in the title, Mike. You know?
There's no Nightmare Before.
You know, I've never
Halloween.
seen it.
Oh,
I don't even know why we brought Mike, honestly.
Jack
he doesn't
Skell-
see any movies ever. Like,
No, I do. First of all, wait until you hear my list.
I'm
No,
so
no, no, no,
excited.
no, no,
for
no, no,
this.
no, 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 no.
I'm going to rip apart your list in
All right,
2
so
seconds.
Nightmare
No,
Before
you're not.
Christmas.
Pathetic.
No, it's not.
I think
Sorry,
it is
go
a
on,
Christmas
Jay.
movie
Right.
because there's Christmas in the name.
Yeah.
And
No, you're right.
I mean, obviously it's scary, but everyone likes a little fright too. Every now
I
and
was a
then.
little scared when I was a kid.
And it is
for
about Christmas, technically.
Yeah.
During Christmas time, you know?
Yeah, I like to think of it as like a Thanksgiving movie
Right.
because it's like in the middle.
that. Wow.
Okay, I
And you know
guess.
what's funny? I've always wondered, are there Thanksgiving movies?
No.
Meet the Parents.
Charlie Brown, Thanksgiving.
Meet the Parents or Charlie
Do they
Brown?
have Thanksgiving dinner?
Meet the Parents wasn't Thanksgiving. It was during his wife's wedding or
No,
his
true.
girlfriend's wedding. It was
No,
a
no, no.
holiday.
Big gathering of people.
The sisters.
It was his sister's wedding, yeah, and he was meeting.
Whatever.
the
That's a
parents
side
the first
note.
time. Great
Continue.
movie, though.
No, continue.
Another movie.
I don't wanna listen.
On
Is
my
number
top.
4?
This is number 4.
Number
This is number 4. It's not. Is it in any order?
No,
No.
He just said number 1, and then he just.
Okay,
went through
cool.
the
I'm
next
cool
one.
with it.
Oh, number 4 is The Night Before. It's with Seth
Seth
Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and
That's actually I've seen
Falcon,
it.
the guy who played Falcon.
the guy who
right?
played Falcon.
Yes.
Not sure what his name is. He might be a Wayans brother. Not sure though. But anyway, that's a great movie too. You know, it's like just like an easygoing like comedy about like 3 friends who like usually get
Anthony
together-
Mackie.
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie, thank you. And they get together on the holidays, and this year they can't, so they have to like go and like find people, like find them and like rally.
No,
the
it's a good
troops.
movie. I've seen it.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
one. And then I also enjoy the Phineas and Ferb Christmas special.
I never really watched that.
You guys gotta
Phineas
check it
and
out.
Ferb, yeah.
I will.
Phineas and Ferb is by far one of my favorite Disney Channel shows.
That's epic.
Ooh, we going Disney.
Yeah, well, I mean, Disney does pull out bangers, and you know
Oh.
my list is about to
for
pull out
sure.
some bangers.
That's right. There's a perfect segue to Mike Theophil.
There you go,
Perfect.
Mike.
What do
So,
we got, dude? That was a
my-
good top 5, Jay.
My list,
Thanks,
and
man.
it's not in any order, folks. Okay.
Of course.
Christmas Chronicles 2, and I'm gonna throw this out there, put it in the comments, whatever you want. It's up for debate after Christmas Chronicles 2 that there's some talks for who's the greatest Santa out there in television and film. After Christmas Chronicles 2, it's back-to-back bangers. So Christmas Chronicles 2,
It's on Netflix, right?
it is Netflix original.
Whoa, dude. Did they just like pump out 2 real quick for the holiday?
They
Like,
said
what happened?
1 in 19, 1 in 20.
Oh wow!
Oh, so this is like the first one came out last year?
Yeah.
I never heard of it until you mentioned it to me.
Well, that's
So obviously no one's
So
talking
clearly-
about it.
so
dude.
clearly-
no one's talking.
clearly
No
you
one's
shouldn't be on the
debating
show.
anything,
You
dude.
shouldn't be on the show then.
You know what, dude? I'm sure.
All right, so the next one is
Whatever,
Twas
dude.
the Night. And
Twas.
if no one's seen it, this is I'll be surprised if someone's like there's going to be some few people out there, OGs. Twas the Night starring Bryan Cranston in his youth.
Yeah.
And it's a very great depiction of like Santa Claus and all that stuff. You'll be surprised. It's a Disney Channel original movie, but that is in my top 5. Then after that, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Have you guys seen that?
No. Who's
It's
that
with the dude from. It's with the dude. It's with the kid from Tim Allen. Tim Allen's show.
Yeah.
Home Improvement. The middle son is the lead in it. Forgot his name.
Hold on.
I'll be-
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Another
yes.
three-namer.
Yes, and he kills that. I'm sorry, not Twas the Night. I'll Be Home for Christmas. My next one is a great one. It's Claus. It's an animated newer Santa rendition movie. It's came out last year. It's great. I recommend it highly. And then finally, Santa Claus 1.
Oh.
Can't
Santa
go
Claus
wrong.
1.
Yeah, no,
honestly,
you're right.
That's a great. I would
When Santa
probably
falls
the
off the roof
only
and like
film I picked.
And
on
an
the
honorable
toad.
mention for me is Home Alone 1.
We were gonna go get to whole honorable mentions afterwards, but thanks for jumping the gun, Mike.
Jeez.
You know. All right. Well, that's a good list. I'd appreciate that. I mean, those are movies. I don't think I've seen any of those movies besides Santa Claus 1, actually.
You're welcome.
I have to agree with you on that one, Tony. I've never
But
heard.
Santa Claus 1 is
First time I heard of
awesome,
Night Before.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying it's like that's an elite list.
Underrated list.
Underrated. That's
Yeah,
better.
I would have
Good
to
call.
look into it, do some more research.
Yeah, you
but
can.
Now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
No one.
Okay, my picks. Okay?
No one.
And I'm honestly really surprised. No one. Dude, crickets. And I'm surprised, like, no one has been, like, saying these movies. Thank you, Mike. So anyway, at the gate, I'll mention it as the first one because Mike already mentioned it as his honorable mention. Home Alone 1.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. You know, this sort of thing is my bag, baby. So Home Alone 1, right?
It's fire.
Right, dude, it's fucking fire. I would say the best out of all the Home Alones. Okay?
And you didn't even know
No,
how.
hands down.
It's actually funny. He didn't even know how it was made. And he's like, "It's just number one." Like you actually really know anything about it?
Well, I know how the movie's made, but Mike was like, "Do you know how they filmed in the house?" Like, no, I didn't know how they filmed in the house, but
They built the whole house.
they built the house.
The
in
only
studio.
shot- yeah.
The only shot was an exterior shot of it snowing, and they waited like all night for it to snow. And Mike was just like, "I know more than Tony.
That's the insider information.
Insider
We're
information.
all here to learn, guys.
We're all here to learn,
Exactly.
and we're learning." And Mike Theophil digs deep.
So deep.
So deep. So my next one also, I'm surprised hasn't been mentioned. Christmas Vacation. I mean, you talk about a classic Christmas comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, National
I'm
Lampoon,
pissed that I didn't mention Elf.
Chevy Chase.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
we're gonna go the whole show
guess
not mentioning Elf. No one can mention
that's
it now. That's it.
impossible.
No, you guys are done. It's my time.
Oh.
No one's mentioning Elf. So Christmas Vacation, obviously, just hilarious.
have it in your picks.
So I think that Christmas Vacation, the reason why it's so popular is not only because it's hilarious, but because it's sort of timeless, you know? I mean, I feel like the whole big, the holiday's always a big to-do.
Yeah.
And especially if you're part of a family who likes to host, like mine, you know? And I have a big Italian family. We all get together. Everyone's in the house. And although it's a great time, love my family, obviously love Christmas. I mean, it's a hassle, you know?
Oh, totally.
My
Cleaning
mom's
up,
yelling at me to vacuum
cooking.
the house, clean my fucking room, and make my bed as if they're gonna be a big dinner in my bedroom or something. I don't know, dude, but it's
right.
important that my room is clean.
What if you take your cousins upstairs? Like, yo, check out my Lego collection.
I don't have Legos in my room.
Yes, you do,
you
dude.
do.
Your room is all Legos.
I don't have Legos, but I do have lightsabers.
You told me that your bed is made of Legos. The wood frame part. You
Yeah.
built it with Legos.
That's just not true, guys.
Don't lie to the
It's
people,
100%
dude.
true.
No, it's not.
I live with you. I've seen your bed.
Yeah.
The bed that you've seen in our house is made of air, okay?
Wow.
An air mattress.
Airbender Tony.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway.
So anyway, moving on. 8 Crazy Nights, holiday movie. Adam Sandler, animated. I mean, it's hilarious.
It is. He does all the voices.
There's all the voices.
Yeah.
Well, there's mixed in voices too.
All right,
You know,
whatever.
Kevin Nealon's in there.
He does most of them. The family.
Rob Schneider's in there also.
Yeah. Rob
Yeah,
Schneider.
the
lives.
classic crew, you know?
The classic
Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
That's why I
crew.
love Adam Sandler, though. He always
his
has his
boys.
boys.
Right.
Exactly.
He's got his
Loyal.
boys.
La
Follow.
Familia.
Okay,
This
and
is
it's
family.
a little bit more of an adult movie, you know? Like they're, you know,
Adult child.
there's no. I wouldn't say it's a child movie at all because there's some pretty nasty jokes in it. I mean,
You're saying a 14-year-old couldn't see that cartoon?
No, that's definitely it's PG-13.
anyone could
Yeah,
see
so
it.
PG-13.
So a 14-year-old could check it out.
So that's a
yeah.
child, though. You're saying a 13-year-old's not a child, Tony?
Well,
He's young. I don't know if he's not a child. I don't know. I guess he's a kid.
Exactly.
No,
So
dude.
it's
not
a kid
for children, not for little
like
infants.
under 13.
Yes.
It's not for under 13. I wouldn't even say it's for honestly like
The rating
10-year-olds.
PG-13. I think
Under
is
10.
Still,
You cannot watch this.
what about 11, 12, and 13 though?
They can watch it.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Whatever, dude.
With
parental supervision.
There you
PG, parental guidance.
Parental guidance.
Come
there
at
you
me,
go.
dude.
We are.
I'm gonna mention Polar Express number 4.
I said that already.
I know. Well, we crossed over a little bit, dude.
I'm actually going to take one of mine out.
No,
at the end of this.
no,
I am.
No, dude. It's not how this works.
I have to.
I am God here.
I
Okay?
forgot.
So Polar Express is my number 4. As we mentioned, Tom Hanks, animated film. You know, some phenomenal.
What's your favorite scene from
voice
that movie?
acting? My favorite scene is probably when they're getting the train over the ice, dude.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And it's you get the conductor and they're like,
I'm on the edge of my seat,
yeah,
dude.
dude, like holy shit, and they're just like fishtailing around the ice.
I never know if they're gonna make it.
And they finally catch the track, and then it's just, you know.
He said,
Exactly, dude. And then my number 5, all right, which again, I guess could be argued whether a Christmas movie or not, but I always argue every year that it is Die Hard.
Oh
1,
my
baby.
God.
Another movie how no one has mentioned Die Hard.
How
1.
are you saying that's a Christmas movie?
I have
wanna
a
know.
machine gun now. Ha 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 ha. Because it's fucking it's Christmas. They're having a Christmas party, dude. A Christmas party.
Can you tell me like one line that would allude to it being a Christmas movie? No, you can't. Sorry, Tony. You
All
have
right, now, dude.
pick again.
I feel like someone definitely says Merry Christmas. Like, definitely in the beginning when they're starting the party and the guy, the owner, the CEO makes a big like speech.
I guess you know how he goes like yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
That's not Merry
That's
Christmas,
not Merry-
though. No, it's yippee.
But I think that's like
It
his
could've
form
been-
of Christmas.
It could have been like
Merry Christmas, motherfucker. But
he didn't.
he's so cool that he's like, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
So you guys agreeing with me that it's a Christmas movie or not?
Nah.
I'm confused now.
I don't think so,
But
but
I feel like
think
you
it
were like,
is.
no, and now it's like, oh, well, he says this, which can kind of mean Christmas.
I'm saying what I was saying is that he should have said Merry Christmas, motherfuckers. That's what he should have
But
said.
Yippee-ki-yay was like the
classic.
classic
They made
line
it
at
a
the
famous
end.
movie.
From everyone, he says it,
little
dude.
baby, baby boo.
Yippee-ki-yay, dude.
All right, so I'm actually
My honorable mention before, Mike just steals the whole show, whatever, dude. Honorable mention, Fred Claus. Okay?
Whoa.
Dude, it might be kind of... Dude, say what you will
Out of
about
left
it,
field with that
but,
one, dude.
dude,
he said Fred Claus.
Fred Claus, dude, all right.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh
It's
my
a
God.
fucking fuego movie, dude. It rips. That movie rips, baby. Okay? Because you got Paul Giamatti play Santa Claus, great actor. Vince Vaughn, hilarious. Hilarious. And it's like, he's Santa's jealous brother. Like, that's like something
Genius.
no one's ever thought of that before. It's
right.
original script.
All right.
Original idea. And they execute it very perfectly.
Dad.
And dare I say, Kevin Spacey, which obviously not a cool guy, but he's a good
no,
actor,
He's a good actor.
If you can separate it, yeah, we can here. We'll separate it for that moment, but he's a fucking pedo.
But now I'm back putting it together. I'm already over him again, dude.
But all right, so real quick. All right, so I'm gonna go to my honorable mention because I actually want to. Can I flip?
Sure.
Tony, can I flip one of my guys for an honorable
It's
mention?
Mike's world. We're just all living in it, I guess. No, yeah, let's do it.
Right though.
Let's do
All
it
right,
for
you know,
real,
if
dude.
you were really God, you'd be honorable, merciful, and just.
Yeah, righteous.
And forgiving.
I would be
And
righteous.
forgiving.
The wrath. No, I'd be an Old Testament God, okay? I'd be
Burn.
with the wrath. baby.
Emperors? Empires
dude,
down and
fucking
shit?
12 plagues.
Oh God.
I wouldn't want to be
On Mike.
Tony was
I'm
God.
glad you're not God.
Yeah,
Then.
dude,
let's
I'm
do
glad
it.
I'm not God either.
All right,
I'd
so
be
I'm-
vaporizing some people, dude.
Anyway, speaking of vaporizing, I'm gonna vaporize
Mike vapes.
one of my. No, I do not. I don't. I'm gonna vaporize one of my picks.
Sounds good. What do you got?
I'm
Which
putting
one?
Christmas Chronicles 2 into honorable mentions.
After your whole spiel about the fucking thing,
no,
dude.
no. He should be up for debate as one of the best Santa Clauses ever to do it, if not the best. Don't
Okay.
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, Tony.
I'm getting you wrong.
Well, you don't.
All right.
Just don't.
So what are you going to replace it with?
Jingle all the way.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I can appreciate
Arnold motherfucking
that. We were just watching
Schwarzenegger.
videos of him today too, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
And
great
and
movie.
that's why
Bad, dude.
Yeah.
The fucking angry mailman. Oh my god.
You gotta have my toy.
Yeah.
No, that
is a great movie.
That is a great movie.
So many good
And
lines from it too.
so many.
You know.
Name one.
All right, well, there's a scene where they were trying to get the specific ball to get Turbo Man doll.
Yeah.
And like Sinbad gets 2, and like Arnold Schwarzenegger's on the ground. He got 2. He got 2. Because everyone's I'm just gonna get 1. It was great. And I used to know all the reindeers' names because of that movie, but I don't think I do anymore.
Yeah, it's all right. We won't go there. But
Speaking of the reindeer, though, my honorable mention is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
wow.
That's going old school.
That is.
Yeah, for
no,
sure.
I like that. Because you know what?
Claymation, you gotta go
Yeah,
old school.
no, I love that. Honestly, if there's any claymation besides Little Drummer Boy that I will watch, it's that one.
Yeah.
Because without Rudolph, there's no Christmas.
You got a point there, dude.
Yeah. There's a lot of Christmas movies, huh?
Without him, just that. Like, if you hear the story, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
Like he lit
had
the
a
sky
very
up.
shiny
Yeah.
nose. Like, yeah, like he
Like he's
led.
the light to the sleigh.
Yes.
No, yeah, I get
Like
it.
you can't run at night
without his
headlights,
nose.
You know?
Right,
you need
yeah,
his
of
nose.
course, dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, Rudolph's pretty quintessential.
Pretty cool
too.
guy, huh?
He's literally probably
Pretty
maybe
clutch.
one of the most important beings ever to walk or exist on Earth.
Wow.
It's a pretty hot take, dude. What about Jesus?
No, he's up there with Jesus. No, Rudolph's right there with Jesus for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Jesus. Oh.
No, I love Jesus, Jesus Cristo. I do. You know that. That's my guy. He's not like there with him, but he's up there. Rudolph? Come on.
Yeah, all right.
He's got a song.
Yeah, no. That's why he's an honorable mention.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
the,
like that.
the
dude.
graphics aren't really there, but
He's got a song about
It's a great
him.
story. It's a great story.
It's a come up story. You want to talk about fucking coming up from the bottom? Now we're here.
Oh,
Shit,
Rudolph.
nobody wanted to play with any
Yeah.
reindeer
No
games.
one. None. Not one reindeer game, Tony.
Yeah, and then that one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came over and said, "Can you light up my sleigh tonight?"
And he
dude.
said, "Yeah, I got you, bitch."
got
You
bro.
make it sound kind of creepy, Jay. I don't think Santa said it like that.
Yo, can you come light up my sleigh, baby?
Oh, well, on that note, I
yeah.
think we're going to be wrapping this first episode.
Like
What's the name of this thing called?
Screen time.
Screen time.
powered by
Thank you.
Downtime.
Powered by
Powered by
Downtime.
Downtime.
Double time.
So can you guys just make sure that they follow, like, and subscribe?
All right.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in for the very first episode of
I think
Screen
this is an
Time.
epic episode. People are gonna
Epic.
love this.
Make sure you follow Downtime.
Yeah.
Instagram, YouTube, Facebook,
Twitter, LinkedIn.
Twitter, LinkedIn.
No, they don't have to do
All
that.
the
Just
social
follow on
media.
Instagram. We love you guys for that.
Like,
and
follow.
Yeah.
and go to the
Anything you can
YouTube and
do.
sub. Yeah.
Oh, let's go. You're on
And
YouTube.
stay tuned for more episodes, baby.
Yes, we will see you
So-
guys soon.
So we out.
Peace.